What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about the new monetization changes coming to YouTube in January and how this is actually going to affect you, the viewer, pretty dramatically, I would say. So normally when YouTube does these back-end changes, like where they change how many lines the description could be before it goes down a space, it doesn't really affect you guys. It's just a huge pain in the ass for us, the content creators. But this change is so dramatic and jarring that it's actually going to trickle down to you guys, the viewers, in a pretty big way. So what YouTube is doing is they're changing the way monetization works, and every single video is going to have to be approved to be monetized. So if you are a small-time YouTuber and you have ads on your videos, you're familiar with this process where you upload a video and you submit it to YouTube saying, hey, I have the rights to this, or blah 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 blah, this is my own, you know, this is my cat, you know, I own the rights to my cat. And you're familiar with it, you submit it, and it gets approved within a few hours or a few months, whatever YouTube feels like. So, yeah, that's how it works if you're a small-time YouTuber. As you go up the ranks, you get more and more perks. If you join a network or if you become a big enough YouTuber, your monetization becomes pretty much instant, where you just upload the video, say, these are the ads I want, right when the video comes out, it's got ads. Beautiful. I love it. It's been like that for me for years. It's fucking great. But they're changing it to back to where you have to be approved no matter how big of a YouTuber you are. For the most part, the very big guys that are in networks, the biggest guys, will be able to instantly do it. But 99% of us, even if my channel was 5 times the size it is right now, I would still probably be one of those people that had to be approved. So what this means for you is that you might not be seeing videos as soon as you want. Like that brand new news video talking about Titanfall or Wildstar or whatever. It might not come out for 3 days because the YouTube monetization might take that long. Now, for me, I will probably just bite the bullet and just not make money on the first 3 days. The most important time the video is out, the first 3 days. So they say the monetization is going to take from a few hours to 3 days. Now, I'm going to put my money on a day. I'm just going to say, let's average it out to about a day that it's going to take. And everyone knows on YouTube, the first, 12 to 36 hours is when everything gets all the views, for the most part. The big spike, anyway. So, this is going to kill news channels, man. It's gonna really hurt news channels, because news channels want to put their videos out the second they know about the information. Like, oh my god, you hear this thing just came out, blah 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 blah, and they want to post a video right now because it's news. You don't want to hear news 3 days later. You want to hear it right now. So, thank God I'm not a strictly news-based channel, because man, that would suck. Luckily, my videos, I get Ask Zyback. I've got my videos are like commentaries where I talk about stuff, so it's not super time sensitive. So luckily for me, it's not going to be as bad as it could be. But I like to post a lot of videos, and this sucks. This really sucks. So, from what I understand, YouTube is doing this to crack down on copyright. So, this is tough, man. I'm totally for copyright law. I know a lot of people are like, fuck copyright law. I mean, it shouldn't even exist. And I really disagree with that. I think it's good that your stuff gets protected, and I'm all for it. But YouTube has a serious dilemma. So, their website is so big that they can't even control it. So much stuff gets uploaded to it, there's no way they can actually look at all of it. This system right here, I don't get it. There's no way they actually look at the videos, and there's no way anyone could. So another train of thought from other videos I've heard is that the actual networks will be approving the videos. So someone from the network will have to, so Machinima will have to hire people to watch videos and make sure there's no copyrighted stuff in them. Which, again, even with just the network, doesn't scale. Could you imagine if, TGN or Machinima, these big networks, actually had to sit there and watch all of these fucking videos? You can't, there's no fucking way. It just doesn't work. So it's gonna be the same shit, man. It's just gonna be there's no copyright, there's just gonna be some guy saying yeah. It reminds me of people taking inventory of their It reminds me of my brother when he was taking inventory for my dad's dealership, where he owns a parts department in his dealership, and he had to count the screws. He's like, yeah, 1, 2, okay, 500, next box. Like, that's what's gonna be. It's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, these are all good. Yeah, I looked at them. It's fucking retarded, man. It's just a pain in the ass. And I don't think it's actually gonna stop the people that are breaking copyright. There are people that just upload movies on YouTube and just make money off of them. I watched some video where there's a whole channel that just uploads fucking movies and it gets hundreds of thousands of views. Just says fuck it. So they want to cut down on those guys, but the fact is those guys are gonna get around it. Those guys do not care. They're just gonna keep submitting it for monetization until, you know, somebody doesn't actually look at it. So this change it's silly, and it's, I don't know, man. YouTube, I've said it again and again and again, YouTube needs some competition, even for their own good, because right now everybody's got their eyes on YouTube. All the lawyers have their eyes on YouTube. All the companies want to sue YouTube. Everybody has to upload their videos to YouTube because there's no real alternative that's worth a fuck. So somebody needs to step in. I think there needs to be 2 big video sharing websites. I think if there's more than 2, then it gets too divided, and one of them, then they start becoming a little bit shittier because there's, you know, yeah, just 2. Just 2. We need YouTube, something else that's equally as big, and that would be fucking great. That'd be amazing if that was the case. Same thing for live streaming as well. Twitch needs some other big guy to keep them in place. And man, this is an annoying change. So what this means for you is your videos that you like probably gonna be coming out later. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure how fast this process is gonna be and how dramatic this process is gonna be. We're just gonna have to wait and see if it's as bad as we think it is. Maybe it won't be as bad, but dude, I'm familiar with this system. I'm familiar with this approval system, and you can be bullshitted on really easily. And I don't know, man. It's gonna suck. I know that my YouTube channel right now is doing pretty well. I've been getting 1 million to 1.5 million views a month for the past 6 months or so. I've been doing pretty well. People have been watching my Let's Plays more, and I think things are going pretty well. I think with WildStar, my channel is going to do even better than it's doing right now. But even with that being said, you guys know that I have been desperately looking for a YouTube alternative, because even though my stuff's doing alright, and I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing right now, the platform just is not as attractive as it used to be. And I was saying that before I even heard about this change 2 days ago. Oh man, something else needs to come out, because I absolutely love making videos. I like videos a lot. You know, I like seeing this timeline of my 2,100 videos, whatever I have on my channel now. I like that I can go back 3 years from now and be like, ha, I remember when I was playing that, or you know, Rocket Powered Druid, that video, like, oh, we were really bored when we did that. But you know, it's fun to look back at stuff like that, and it's fun to have this huge timeline of stuff that people can watch and see. And I've got so much stuff on my channel that I doubt anyone's actually watched it all. I just have a fucking ridiculous amount of stuff up, and that's cool. And I like videos for that reason. But with that being said, like, there's just no, I don't know, man. Videos just aren't that great right now. Like, I don't know. I think I might be starting to focus on live streaming a little bit more. My computer made a weird noise, or something did. I think that was my PlayStation. I think I might be focusing on live streaming a little bit more than I have been. I know when WildStar comes out, I'm really going to be live streaming a lot, but I'm also going to be making a lot of videos. But, I don't know, man. Like, videos just, I don't know, man. Something about them is just, they've been getting shittier and shittier for the past 2 years. And, I don't know what, I still like it. I like it a lot, but fuck. There was a time, now I know, talking about some YouTube money right here, but there was actually a time where your video views was what you actually got paid. And I know you new time YouTube partners are gonna be like, what? That actually was the case? So when YouTube networks first started up, they all started doing things called CPMs, and that's still a thing that people use pretty widely, and it's how much you get paid per 1,000 views. Now these range from $1 to $2. They range from about $1 to $5, and even higher for some of these big guys. So there was a time where if you got 10,000 views, you got paid $20 if you had a $2 CPM, or 25, yeah, 2.5, whatever. And that was just the case across the board, no matter what. If that thing says 10,000, this is exactly what you get. And there was people, now I know X-Jaws has been all over the Twitter sphere because people think he's on drugs, but dude, people have no fucking idea how much that guy was balling when he was on top of YouTube, because he was on top of YouTube when YouTube was paying out like a motherfucker. YouTube, holy shit, that guy made a lot of money really, really, really fast. Just insane. He was putting out 3 videos a day, and all 3 of those videos were getting like 1 million views. So he was getting like 3 million video views a day, 3 million a day, just on his newest, not even counting the people that watch his old stuff, and getting paid, you know, probably through $3.50 per 1,000 views. Like, this guy was making like $6,000, $8,000 a day, probably, like, fucking ridiculous, just insane amounts of money. So that's how it used to be, dude. There was people that were fucking balling on YouTube, like Wings of Redemption talked about it, how you know, how his channel isn't really, you know, it's getting more views than it used to, but it's making a lot less money because there's people watching on phones, and phones don't have ads. If the ads go to the phone companies, or you know, ad block's gotten fucking insanely popular. You know, it just doesn't, things don't monetize as well as they used to. And then and right now it's gotten to the point, to give you some perspective, some people don't get paid for 70% of the views they get. Like, luckily mine's not that bad, but there's some people that literally get paid for 30% of the views they get. So if they get, you know, if they get 100,000 views, they get paid for 30,000. Like, some people have it really shitty. Luckily mine's not that bad. I hope it doesn't get that bad. Fuck. But I don't know, man. It's gotten bad. It used to be 100%, and now it's fucking 30 for some people. So we'll see how it goes. Adapt or die. Yeah, but fuck. I really want there to be another video website. So bad. So bad. And I know it's not... See, the problem with this is that it's so hard to start one. Like, you have so many hoops to jump through. First of all, you've got the competition of YouTube, which is just so fucking established and so dominant right now. It's hard to compete with them. They've got so many features like annotations and just little features like that people don't think of. They have the Google search engine on their side, so you get more views. Like when people search up like how to make a taco, and you see a video on how to make a taco on YouTube, because Google gives YouTube priority because it's indexed by Google. There's so many little advantages that YouTube has. Well, big advantage, that's a big one. But there's so many advantages that YouTube has that it's hard. It's going to be really hard for someone to do it. And then if they do it, if they somehow get the infrastructure, if somebody actually goes, hey, we're going to put a fuckload of money into this, we're going to buy all the stuff we need, all the servers, all the bandwidth, we're going to develop these features, we're going to get a kick-ass web player, we're going to encode to mobile, blah, 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 blah. That's another thing people don't realize is that when YouTube encodes a video, they encode it like 80 different times for 80 different devices, and tablets, phones, laptops, desktops, they encode it a million different times. So everybody, like, YouTube is pretty amazing, let's be honest. In some departments, they're fucking ridiculously amazing. So let's say that if someone, you know, some company manages to pull off all the shit YouTube has done, then they have to go through all the legal troubles that YouTube's gone through. So, man, it's going to be hard for someone to pop up. But I really hope someone actually, I hope some venture capital company takes a risk and goes, you know, hey, we could swoop in and at least take the gaming division of YouTube, because that's the part of YouTube that's getting shit on, is the gaming section, which is the most popular section and is the section that's most likely to switch, because a lot of people are fucking, especially the content creators, are fucking sick of YouTube right now. But man, we'll see. It'll be tough. It'll be tough as for another video platform to compete with YouTube. And I don't know, man. I think if it happens, it'll be. I really doubt somebody's gonna be like, hey, open our doors, everybody upload everything. I think if a YouTube competitor came, they would have to pay out really good ad stream revenues. They'd have to pay out a considerable amount of money and have their upload list be an approved list. So like, hey, send us a sample of the videos you make and we'll see if you're a fit for our website. And that's how you would be able to upload videos to that website. It wouldn't be like anybody goes, whatever. I think you'd have to be approved for scalability. Because if everybody uploads everything, you're going to get a lot of copyright issues. I don't know. Well, I'm rambling. Fuck it. So, that's what I think. Hope you guys enjoy the video. This has been a long one. See ya.